Now we are going to solve example 7.3, and example 7.3 is such that we are having an infinite potential on the walls, and inside of this potential well we are having zero potential, and this wave function of the particle is such that it is triangular in nature, and then we are having the wave function or the state of function starts at 0, then it is having its triangular peak at a/2, means at mid of the potential well, and this wave function diminishes as it reaches the other wall of this potential. So we are having psi of x equal to ax, like it is increasing linearly, means a being the normalization constant, x is the value, means the variable, this is along x, it is linearly increasing, and it increases till a/2, and then the next part of the wave function is that it is now decreasing, because as x grows till a, then when at x equal to a, it will be at 0. So in this limit we are having the wave function like this, while it is 0 otherwise, means the wave function is not penetrating, or the particle is not penetrating the wall, so it is 0. Later on I will discuss these two as we go on in the problem. So we are going to find the energy of this particle, we are going to find the upper bound to this energy of the particle in this potential well. So let's start here. The very first thing, so we will find the expectation value of h, which will be like psi h psi, and we know that h is the expectation value of it is the sum of the kinetic energy and potential energy, is we are only finding out the potential, the energy which is inside the well, so this v is equal to 0, and it means that if we find only the expectation value of the kinetic energy, then it will be the Hamiltonian or the total energy of this system. So I can write that this thing is T, and psi h, and sorry, for this h I will have to write T. This is T and psi, and we will have to calculate this T, and about T we know that this is basically minus h bar square over 2m and d square over dx square. So we will have to find this value. Now the very first thing that we will do in this problem is to solve the wave function or find out the normalization constant. So the first thing we do is the normalization of the wave function, because we don't know about the value of a. So we first do this thing, normalization of psi, and this is equal that integral from minus infinity to plus infinity psi mod square dx is equal to 1, and this I can write that this implies that I will have to put the limits from 0 to a over 2. The portion of psi that I am having is this one, ax. Now is the ax means the psi mod square, so I will have no iota is involved, so I will have to square it directly, and this will become a mod square and x square dx, and plus the next limit, which is from a over 2 to a, and it will be a mod square and a square minus, this will be the whole square of this thing, so it will be a square plus x square plus 2, it will be minus, not plus, it will be minus 2 and ax dx, and this whole thing is equal to 1. So we will have to find out this thing. So starting from here, so sin mod square, this is then equal, let me take the a square is common, a mod square is common here and here, then we are left here with, look here, a mod square has gone outside, x square by x square dx, so its integration is x cube over 3, and from 0 to a over 2. I will just integrate this one, then plus it will be, now a square here, and this a square is with dx, so it will be a squared and x, and it is from a over 2 to a, similarly plus x cube dx, so it will become x cube over 3, and from a over 2 to a, plus it will be minus 2 and a, and then x dx will come out to be x square from a over 2 to a, this is x squared, so this is 2 here, and then this is equal to, we have a closed bracket here and equal to 1. Now we are having some cancellation here, 2 with 2. Now simplifying this and putting the limits, a mod square, and this is 8 over 2 whole cube, so it will be 8, this is a cube over 8, so a cube over 8, and this will multiply, so it will come out to be a cube over 24, because 8 threes are 24, minus 0 plus a squared, and then put the value of x, so it will be a minus a over 2, then plus, here take common 1 over 3 and then put the limits, it will be a cube minus a cube over 8, a cube over 8, and then minus a here and a square, because it is x square, so a square minus a square over 4, and this whole will be equal to 1. So simplifying now further, then a mod square here, this is a cube over 24 plus, now this will be 2a minus a, so a over 2, it will become a cube over 2 here, then 8a cube minus a cube, 7a cube over 8, in 8 threes are 24, so plus 7a cube over 24, and minus, we have 4a squared, so 4a square minus a square, 3a square over 4, and then with this a will become 3a cube over 4 here. So we have this, in which can be further simplified here, like these two we can simplify. What it will be? it will be a cube over 24, 7a cube over 24. So it will become 8a cube over 24. So 8a cube over 24, and this will further simplify is 3 will come here. So we have a cube over 3, this is a mod square, and a cube is coming with all, so I can take a cube is common, and then what is left here, 1 over 3 plus 1 over 2, and this is already simplified in minus 3 over 4. So we have this thing of 3 to 4, we are having the LCM is 12. So we have here a cube, and then take the LCM of this is here, it will be 2, 4. So we will have 4 and 4, 3 is 12. So we are having LCM as 12. We have 4 here, we have plus 6 here, and we are having minus 9 here. So this one, 4 plus 6, 10, 10 minus 9, 1. So we are having 1 over 12 here. And is this thing is equal to 1. So I can write that a mod square is equal to 12 over a cube. 12 over a cube. I can write this is 4 over a square and 3 over a. And this will help me in removing the square. So this implies that a mod is equal, now taking square root of this side and this side, this will become 2 over a and 3 over a inside a square root. So we got the value of a is equal to 2 over a and 3 over a square root. Now we will proceed towards the calculation of t. So this t is equal to minus h bar square. Let me write psi conjugate minus h bar square over 2m d square over dx square and psi dx. Now here if I look toward this one, then look at this one, that I am having the involvement of d psi over dx. Now what is d psi over dx? D psi over dx is equal of this, if I take a derivative with respect to x, so I will get a. So here is a. And what about the d square over dx square? Means taking another derivative of this one. So it means d square over dx square is d over dx of a, and this is equal to 0. So it is coming out to be 0. While if I take out the other one, then d psi over dx, it will come out to be minus a, because this become minus 1 and we have minus a here. If I take another derivative of this one, then this says that this will also be equal to 0. So both the values of this one is coming out to be 0, means d square psi over dx square is coming out to be 0. So when this thing comes out to be 0, then the value of t comes out to be 0. and the calculation of Hamiltonian or the upper bound that we calculated is coming out to be 0. Actually, it is not 0, but our calculation fails here. So we will have to use a trick here that when I take the derivative of this one, this is a linear increase here. So the derivative of it is a, and it is just like a step function here at a, then at a by 2, it comes out, means it starts falling here, and then it reaches minus a at a by 2. So at a by 2, it is reaching minus a here, because here we are having limit a by 2 and here it starts from a by 2. So a by 2 is having the same value and it is here. Then from this one again we are having a decline and a constant value minus a of this derivative till a. So we know this thing from our elementary mathematics that the derivative of a triangular function is a step function. So we are having a step function here, and that's the reason that is the first derivative comes out to be a step function, and if I take another derivative of a step function, then it will give me 0 here, and that's the reason that we are unable to calculate the expectation value of T or the upper bound of energy to this system. So what we do, we take help of problem 2.4 and 2.4b. is you can see on the screen here that the derivative of a step function, like this is a step function, and if I take another derivative of this one, then it is a delta function.